Saints team. Number 1, Phil Beavers. 2, Dave Tanner. 3, Paul Loughlin. 4, Mark Elia. Number 5, Barry Ledger coming in with the injury to Les Quirk. 6, Shane Cooper. 7, Neil Holding. 8, Tony Burke. Graham Liptrot making his 3rd appearance of the season. Number 10, Stuart Evans. 11, John Fieldhouse. Tremendous game at Wilderspoon against one of his old clubs. Number 12, Bernard Dwyer. 13, Chris Arkwright. 14, Roy Haggerty. And 15, Paul Farber. Graham Liptrot now. Plan move, Evans, Arkwright and Dwyer in the line. Tony Burke coming through. Burke breaks the cover. Fieldhouse on his right, but he just couldn't release it. Tremendous burst from Burke there. Saints spreading it right now, quickly. Neil Holding, looking for the gap. Runners coming up, but good tackling from Hull. Beavers at dummy half. Onto Cooper, Arkwright, quick ball onto Evans. Hull up to it this time, forcing back, but it's just a matter of time now before the Saints burst through. Allowed to play the ball now. Graham Liptrot, loop movement with Holding. Holding breaks away, only the full-back to beat. Yes, Arkwright on his outside. Brilliant try there, Chris Arkwright. Just 3 minutes gone. Arkwright plays it quickly, onto Cooper. Over to Bernard Dwyer. Short ball onto Loughlin. Super ball onto Barry Ledger. Well, Ledger back in the team, not had many chances this season due to injury and loss of form. But he had a good game in the A-team last Friday against Wigan. Scored 3 tries. The Saints running it now. It's the last tackle. Onto Mark Elia. Trying to beat the man. Oh, I thought the referee was ruling the last tackle there, but he's just trying to keep the whole side onside. Evans bursting through. Tremendous run from Evans. Just coming into his own now, this Stuart Evans. Well, Hull penalised for offside. Holding takes it quickly. Going on his own. Feeds it inside. Yes. Takes it over again. Shane Cooper. And away we go again. Saints looking really dangerous as they press up in the home 25. Barry Ledger now, brought down 10 yards from his own line, took that deep kick from Kevin Dick. Saints spreading it left. Tony Burke. Graham Liptrot at dummy half, bringing it blindside, onto John Fieldhouse. Looking hungry, Fieldhouse. Had tremendous bad luck since he came here in an exchange deal which took Harry Pinner to witness. Now with Loughlin, checking him on Loughlin, stretching up centre field, overlap on the right, onto Neil Holding, out to Barry Ledger, and Ledger getting in the corner. Taking it to touch, good tackling there from Hull. Hull try line. So it's Hull head and ball, but it's against the head there. Saints come away with it. Quick hands from Saints. Dwyer onto Liptrot. Liptrot going through. Feeds it inside. Yes. Cooper in again. Graham Liptrot hooks that and Saints spread it quickly. Beavers into Elia. Did well to take that. Loughlin coming round. Taking him on, Loughlin. As Alec Murphy says, Loughlin starting believing in himself and he's really taking the defence on. Good quick hands from Saints there. And Saints keeping it alive. John Fieldhouse taking it right to Graham Liptrot. Dummies through, head down, but no way through for him this time. Evans at dummy half. Over to Beavers, linking up. Beats the cover. Tanner on his outside. Well, Beavers taken down with a rather high tackle. The penalty being awarded to Saints. Quick play the ball by Graham Liptrot. Loose play there from Saints. Stuart Evans, I think it is. Beavers gathers it. Yes. Hull full back, Hick gets the first points on the board. Bernard Dwyer, I think that is. Brought down just a couple of yards short, Bernard Dwyer. Beavers wants a quick play of the ball. The Hull man penalised for offside at the play of the ball. But Sir Loughlin stepping up there, no problem. Slots it right between the sticks. That goes against the head there, Neil Holding comes away with it. Quick hands, Beavers, onto Elia. Beats one Elia, still going. Onto Dave Taller, does well, Taller takes it well. Keeps in field. Quick play from Saints there, won it against the head, kept it moving. Bernard Dwyer straightening up. John Fieldhouse on his outside. Referee looking to the judge for an indication, but penalising Hull. Stuart Evans takes it well, drives forward. 28 minutes gone, well, it's 18 minutes since we scored a try, and I'm sure things will have to be put right. Hull penalised again for interference at the play of the ball. Bernard Dwyer misses him out. Onto Tony Burke, beats one. Feeds back to Dwyer. Plenty of attention from the Hull outfit. Rick Trott feeding on. Trying to get these Saints going. Rick Trott again, moving it to the right. Onto Cooper, over to Beavers, linking up. Taking in the tackle, but feeds out to John Fieldhouse. Inside to Shane Cooper again. Cooper going on his own. Dwyer coming up, but taken down there. Cooper just 10 yards short. Plays it to himself. Goes in, yes! Cooper's hat-trick there. Brilliant play from this New Zealand standoff. Takes now. Good pass there, well taken from Loughlin. Onto Barry Ledger in space. Hurling up the wing. What is the full-back to be? Yes! Ledger streaking away. Gonna go in under the sticks. Lovely play. And Ledger just puts it down right under the sticks. Brings this crowd alive here. Kevin Dick here again. Short kick, trying something new. Graham Liptrot well up to him. Takes that ball. Old wily campaigner there, Liptrot. And no problem for him that time. Tony Burke from dummy half, driving up. Saints moving it quickly. Quick hands, Loughlin. On to the end of that ball from Cooper. Still going Loughlin. Finally bounced down right on the halfway line. Sean Patrick, one of the tacklers in there, as Saints bring it to the left. Quick ball there. Cooper again. Lovely ball from Arkwright. Beavers on the left. On to Bernard Dwyer. Still going Dwyer. Yes, he's going to go over. Oh, beautiful rugby. Champagne rugby here. Saints scoring that well. Tanner just takes a breath and away he goes. Yes, good goal from Dave Tanner. Evans uses the foil. Tony Burke coming up with the ball. Just penetrates the Hull 25. John Fieldhouse, diagonal run. Sharp, beg your pardon, Jackson just come on as replacement for Sharp. In there with the tackle. Neil Holding taking it to Cooper. Phil Beavers linking up with his backs over there on the right wing. Beavers takes it, comes round for the loop movement, gets the ball off Graham Liptrot. Keeps it going, Saints. Quick hands and hold. Don't look as though they've got much idea to combat. Fieldhouse onto Bernard Dwyer. Short ball onto Mark Elia. Bounced down by Eastwood. Last tackle for Saints. Dwyer onto Neil Holding. Lofts it up and under. The chase is on. Cooper is going in for his fourth. Has he scored? Yes! Well, good play from Cooper there. Elia. Saints moving it to the right. Quick hands, break on here. Loughlin. Coming centre field. Still going Paul Loughlin. Looking for support. Passing it on to Phil Beavers. But it is a Hull player. There's the half-time hooter. So it's half-time here at Nosey Road. The score is Saints 42, Pull 2. Feeds it inside. Neil Holding flicks it up to Beavers. Onto Chris Arkwright. Back to Paul Loughlin, still going. Onto Bernard Dwyer. Bad ball off Dwyer, but cleaned up by Mark Elia. Coming in centre field and brought down in the Hull 25. It's now Luke Movement, Holding and Bernard Dwyer going through, feeds it back, but loose ball there, unfortunately, knocked to ground. Certainly don't look as though they've got much idea at all. Well, quick break through there. Windley inside to Kevin Dick. Ball's down, Loughlin gathers it. Feeds it to David Tanner. Coming off his own left wing over to the right. Fieldhouse. Bernard Dwyer checking him on. Feeds on to Ledger. Only the full back to beat. Comes in field. Ledger still going. Yes, Cooper. Cooper on the end of it. 5 for this man. And Saints bring it blindside. Graham Littrot, head down, drives into the Hull forwards. Quick from Saints. Lovely ball, Fieldhouse. Onto Cooper, inside to Beavers. Loughlin's with him. Lofted pass to Loughlin, still going Saints. Solid play from Saints there. Well, looked a high tackle there from this side of the field, but Loughlin plays the ball onto Cooper. Saints take it to the left. Chris Arkwright feeds it in inside. Beavers, Cooper again. Up to Elia. Saints keep it alive. Onto Bernard Dwyer. Going in field. Onto Beavers. Unlucky there. Mark Elia coming in field there, and a solid tackle on him. Brings him down on the halfway. Neil Holding spreads it on. Onto Paul Loughlin now. Taking him on Loughlin. Ledger on his outside. Gives it to Ledger. Yes! In at the corner, Ledger. Ledger's second try of the night. So Saints in possession. Graham Littrot coming blindside. Good break from Littrot. Feeds on to Ledger, but he was held. Ledger was held there. Before he had the ball, the touch judge down here to separate them. Number 5 there, Brand, had hold of Ledger. As Graham Littrot, brilliant break from Littrot. Ball against the head there. Saints come away with it. Loughlin again, down this right wing. Tremendous game tonight, Paul Loughlin. Takes the tackle right on the halfway. Well, enthusiastic tackling there from the full-back Hick. Ledger at dummy half, onto Bernard Dwyer. Flicks it up to Ledger again. Sees the gap, Ledger. Certainly got some pace on him. The ball going loose, over to Cooper. Well, it certainly looks as though that ball went back. 13 minutes of the game remaining. All with a little chip kick through, taken by Cooper. Back to Phil Beavers. Short ball to Mark Elia. Comes back centre field. Round to Cooper again. Cooper feeds outside to Dave Tanner. Quick hands from Saints there. Saints want to quick play the ball. Spread it over to the right. Tony Burke stood up in the tackle. Cooper attacked in half-back. Looking for that elusive 6th try. Holding. Onto Littrot. Good ball, Arkwright. Must go in here. Bernard Dwyer on his outside. Arkwright just couldn't slip the ball up. Well, Hull tend to lie on that to play the ball. To Graham Littrot stepping up. Takes it left. Saints temporarily coming to a halt. Graham Littrot now at dummy half. Going to take this ball to the left, I should say. Onto Neil Holding. John Fieldhouse. Yes, Cooper's in for his 6th. Yes, well, that equals the record. 6 tries is the record for Saints by one individual player. Van Vollenhoven, Frank Myler, 2 of them. Cooper going in. For his 8th try of the season and his 6th of the night. as we're looking at it. Strikes it well, yes. Little chip kick through, Phil Beavers well positioned. Tremendous full-back Beavers, gets out of the tackle, keeps it going. Quick hand from Saints, Cooper onto Loughlin again. Ledger on his outside, feeds it to Ledger, going in for the corner. Chip kick, Ledger, the chase is on. Yes, Ledger's going in for his hat-trick. Brilliant try there from Ledger. 33 minutes of the second half. Ledger goes in for his hat-trick. What a feast of rugby here at Nosey Road tonight. Good play there, quick break from in their own half. Fed on to Loughlin again. Ledger on his outside, he fed on to Ledger. 3 Hull defenders coming in, but he chipped over, went inside Ledger, just dribbled it over to the right of the posts and touchdown there. It's Graham Liptrot on to Roy Haggerty. Feeds back to Liptrot, Saints keep it going. Chris Arkwright. Farber on his inside. Arkwright takes the tackle, brought down 10 yards short of the halfway. Liptrot on to Cooper, short ball onto John Fieldhouse. Loose ball there, on to number 5, wingman Brand. Brought down short, good tackle there from Beavers. Loose ball here. Centre field. Substitute forward Jackson attacked in half-back, taking it to the right. Windley again, unlucky there. And there's the final hooter. So Saints running out. Winners 64 points to 2, a tremendous game here.